what are all the different types of loops we have. Okay, and how the loops is going to work. Loops also is very important. Okay, very important in a sense, damn important. We have for loop. To how many times we need to iterate. Okay, how long, how many loops we need to. Okay, this sort of things comes into picture. Okay, when it comes to we are having some static data, so that we are having some count. Okay, if it is the data is coming from the backend, we don't know how much the data is going to come. Okay, we think that we have some products. You are coming getting the products from an API. Okay, you are getting the products from an API. API is nothing but it's an application programming interface. Okay, it is going to carry the data. It's gonna get the API through the while working with real time. The data is going to come from through APIs. So if you are getting an API, you will be having some data, some product items, list of product items. Okay, think that for Flipkart also. You'll be having a lot of think that for a watch. How many watch items you'll be having? A lot. Okay, that all will be coming in a API. What you need to do is using that API, you need to iterate it. Okay, you need to iterate it and you need to present the data. Okay, how you are going to iterate using for loops. Okay, now what we are going to do is there it is, 25th and JavaScript. Okay, loops .html. In JavaScript. You try to have a look what are all the different types of loops we have. Loops in JavaScript. Okay, first one we have for loop, while loop, while loop, and we have for in loop, for off, and for each. Okay, these are all the different types of loops we have. Now, how each and every loop is going to execute? We'll try to have a look. For loop. Okay. We're writing in a script. Okay. For what I'm going to do is let I is equals to 0. Okay, I have declared a variable. Now I'm going to write a for loop. For I is equals to I have already mentioned. Okay, or else you can initialize the value here as well. I is equals to 0. Okay, now I can remove this from here. Now here you don't need to like let again. For I is equals to 0, I is less than 5 or anything. I plus plus. Okay, now you can add something over here, console, and all you can like we have seen console.log and alert. Okay, what is this console.log is going to do? It's going to print the data in console. When it comes to alert, what it is going to do? It gives a pop-up. Okay, now we will be seeing document dot write. Okay, document is nothing but our document. Dot write. Write in the sense it is going to write in the body. Okay, what dot write in the sense? Just write. Okay, what we are going to write? Welcome to for loop. Okay, now we'll try to execute this. Copy path. See, what do you see here? Welcome to for loop, welcome to for loop. Okay, because it's a plain text. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'll make this something like h2. I'll make it as a tag. Okay, if you pass inside these quotations, it becomes the tag. Okay, if some tags is there, it is going to read it as a tag. Next, here I'm going to add plus I. What it is returning? It is returning it's not the space. I'll just make this here itself. Okay, how to write this? Okay, this is called, this we call it as string concatenation. Now I'll try to explain this in the upcoming classes. Now just you try to understand this plus. Okay, now what exactly is happening? It is going to loop how many times? 5 times, until unless this condition satisfies. What is the condition happening here? Initialization. We are initializing the value. Okay, condition. Okay, and this is iteration. Okay, why we most of the cases, if you try to see, you'll be seeing I. It's a people like generally use I over there because in technical term I stands for iteration. Okay, and not only that means you should use only I. No, you can use any alphabet here. Okay, for technically they are using just passing I. Okay, because it represents iteration. Now now you may ask like how it is happening. Okay, I'll just I'll try to show you how it is happening. I'll just use debugger. Okay, what this debugger is going to do? It is going to execute line by line. Okay, now if you reload the page. Okay, why it is not happening? Debugger. Okay, now it is happening. Right. Now what I'm going to do is first, let us have a look here. We are in line number 25. Okay. Now how this for loop is working? For loop is very important. You also know, you should know how it is working. Okay. I is equals to 0. Okay. Next, the value of I is here undefined. Okay. Once it reaches to here, then only it becomes 0. Okay. If you try to see here, the value is 0 here. Okay. Next, it is going to check the condition. I is less than 5. Okay. It is true. So it is going to go inside the loop. Okay. Once it is started executing, so it executed. Once it executes, then it goes to the iteration. Okay. I plus plus. What is the value of 0 here? I mean, I value 0. Okay. So if iterates 0 plus 1, 1. So the I value is 1. See here, the value is 1 here. Okay. Now it checks the condition. again true, it goes into the loop, again it prints. Okay, next, again it goes to the increment again. Okay, until unless it reaches to the condition, it is going to execute the loop.
So for less than 5, does it include 5?
No, it will not include. Less than or equals to, it includes 5. Okay, if less than, in the sense, it is not included 5.
So the iteration is going till 4.
Yeah, it goes to 4. See, it is 4 now. Now, see, it came out of the loop. Okay. Yeah. Understood? See, that is why you are getting only 4 value, not the 5. Next, this is for loop. I'll just comment this. Next, we have while loop. Okay, the same example we'll try to see. While loop. Okay, but we'll change the value. Let k. Okay, instead of declaring there, what I will do is, for each and every time, I'll just declare here itself I and j. Okay, you can assign the values here. Now, while. How while is going to be? The syntax for while is while the condition k, right? I j k. We'll use j and k. Okay, while j is less than 5. Okay, now I'll just copy paste this. Control C and Control V. Okay, now welcome to while loop. Okay, I'll just remove this I.
So j is not defined.
J is equals to 0. Okay, here I need to initialize the value. J is equals to 0. Okay, now it is fine. Okay, something is wrong. J is less than 5. Okay, it is running infinite loop. So what is wrong here? J is equal to 0, 0 is less than 5. Okay, what we are doing is we are not incrementing it. Okay, if we are not incrementing, the condition is true. See, j is 0. 0 is less than 5. It goes into the loop. Again, it goes here. Okay, again the j value is 0. It becomes an infinite loop. Okay, that is what you are seeing here. You have seen here. If you are having infinite loop, it crashes. Okay, if you here also, if you are not passing an increment. Okay, now what it, oh sorry, copy paths. See, it is executing an infinite loop. Okay, it keeps on executing, and at some particular time it's gonna crash. Okay, it like the warning. See, loop page unresponsive. You can wait for it become responsive or exit the page. Okay, it keeps on executing. Okay, yeah. Now that is why we need to have an increment. Now where we are going to add an increment j plus plus. Here we are going to have an increment. Okay, now it is going to execute fine. Understood? Now you might have a doubt like why we have this, then why we need this? Okay, well, what is the purpose of using it? Okay, when it comes to if you have if you know how many times to execute, then go with for loop. Okay, if you don't know how many times to execute, okay, because if the data is coming from backend or something, okay, in that case go with while loop. Okay, and we'll go with the next one, do while loop. Okay, what is this do while loop is going to do?
For the while loop, can't we assign the value bracket
Here itself?
Yeah.
No, it is going to throw another.
And for the increment also,
Here only we need to pass
at the
end.
For loop we can pass it.
Here itself we can pass. Okay, that is how the syntax is. Okay.
If we pass don't are in that
Where? Inlet.
Before.
Which line?
In this by
here. Okay.
Like J your plus plus. If you write I plus plus, don't.
No. Here the initialization. Here the condition. Here the increment. Okay. That is how the syntax is. Okay. Initialization, condition, increment. Okay. When it comes to while loop, while the condition, and at the end it is going to increment. Okay. Next for do while. Do. What is this do while is going to do? Okay. What is this do while in the sense? It is going to, if the condition either it is going to execute or not. Okay. At least one time if you want to execute it. Okay. Then you are going to go with do while loop. Okay. That is what do while. Okay. First, do. Document dot write of. I'll just copy this. Control V. Welcome to do while loop. While we need to check the condition here. Do while. Check the syntax once. Do while. You're writing something wrong here. Some syntax error. Expected dot. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, we have written the same syntax, but where is wrong? JK. Okay, we'll check. Okay, JK is equals to, we'll have something like, we'll assign some value to K. K is equals to 0. Okay, and while K is less than 5. Okay, we need to fill the data. That is why it is throwing error. Okay. Now, if you try to check what we are doing, whatever the scenario is, okay, at least once it is going to execute. Okay. Even if the loop is false also, at least once it is going to execute. Okay. See, when it comes to here, if the condition satisfies, then only it is going to print here. Okay. Even if the condition is wrong, it will not print 0. Okay. Even here, what this do while is going to do is, whatever the condition might be true or false, it is going to execute once. Okay. We need to have an increment. K plus plus. Okay. Now if you try to have a look, welcome to do while loop. Okay. How in the sense, see, do, we are not K is equals to 0. Do first, we are going to JavaScript always go with line by line. Okay. 39. It is do. Okay. 40. It just prints. There is no condition to check. It just prints this. Okay. Next, it goes to this increment. Now, what is the value? K plus plus in the sense 1, and it is going to check the condition here. Okay. We'll try to see use debugger here. Okay, let's try to have a look. Now k value is undefined. Okay, now if the value is 0, now it is going to print it. See, it has print once. Okay, next it is going to check the condition. K value is, see, by default here it is 0, but we have incremented here. Okay, so the value is going to be 1. So k is less than, it is going, if the condition is true, again it's going to go to here. Okay, if the condition is false, then it comes out of that. Okay, until unless it satisfies, it is going to check. So if it is false, it exits. Okay, simple. Understood the syntax? Okay,
Can we show with the false statement
here?
Yeah.
Okay, think that we have something like 7. See, you can see at least once executed. Okay, but not the case with while and for loop. Okay, and also this is very important. No one is like going to tell this. When it comes to this, we have entry control loop and exit control loop. This is going to be an interview question as well. Okay, what is entry control loop and what is exit control loop? Okay, which we can control. Okay, that all comes under entry control loop. Okay, what do you think are all entry control loops out of 3? Let and while loop. Let is a loop. What are all the loops we have? What are all the loops we discussed? Okay, let is not a loop, sir. Okay, okay, entry control in the sense which we can control this while for loop and while loop. Okay, they both are entry control loop. Okay, మధ్యాహ్నం రావట్లేదు మధ్యాహ్నం. ఓకే ఓకే నేను ఉంటాను ఇక్కడ ఉంటాను. Next, dual is exit control loop. Okay, we are controlling the existing exit we are controlling. Okay, at least once we are going to print. Okay, when to use while loop, when to use do while loop, when to use for loop. Okay, if you know how many times to execute, go with for loop. If you don't know how many times to execute, go with while loop. Whatever the condition it is going to be, if you want to execute at least once, go with do while loop. Okay, we are very rare cases we are going to use this do while. Yeah, you can do it. Okay, you need to check the condition, whatever the condition it is going to. Okay, you can check it less than or equals to, you can check it, not a problem. Okay, next, for in, for off, for each. Okay, these are all advanced loops. Okay, we'll cover this in ES6. Okay, for just letting you know, we have written this, but when it comes to these loops, we'll try to cover this in ES6 concepts. Okay, this comes in ES6. Okay, so we'll talk about this in there. Now you try to understand these loops. Okay, and also the task is you need to create star patterns. Okay, I'll give you using for loop, you need to do it. Stars. Okay, this is one of the tasks. Okay, first try to understand loops. This also comes under loops. Okay, research it. Okay, understand it, then you try to execute it. Okay, tomorrow you need to explain this. Whomever I ask, You need to execute this. Okay, you need to write with the syntax, correct syntax. Okay, it should be if I change something also, you should be in a position to tell. Okay, it's not like memorizing and writing it here. Okay, if I ask something to do, you should be in a position to do that. Understood? Yeah. So practice at operators, conditions, and loops again. Okay, and also I can assign a few tasks. Okay, go through it. So practice.